I make dinner menus for the week so you don't have to, where every dish utilizes similar ingredients from one grocery haul. And if you're looking to cook more efficiently throughout the week, you can by prepping stuff like produce and sauces ahead of time. Now, the theme for this week was cooking for picky eaters, specifically my soon-to-be sister-in-law, Bailey, who's been letting us stay with them while our house looks like this. Now, for our very first day of cooking for picky eaters, we're making zhuzhed up chicken nuggets, which basically entails coating some chicken in a fry batter that we made ahead of time, after marinating it in some soy sauce and egg. And then after surveying some of the most picky eaters that I know, I found that two of the most unproblematic vegetables were Brussels sprouts and carrots, so we're stir-frying some of those with just the perfect amount of oil and salt right until they get crispy and tender. We're then cooking this garlic brown sugar sauce that we prepped at the beginning of the week and adding a little bit of basil to it. And right when that sauce is thick, we're turning off the heat and glazing our crispy chicken. And all of that gets served with a reheated rice pilaf. Now for day 2, we're switching things up by placing our prepped vegetables and chicken in a bowl along with some barbecue seasoning and of course a touch of oil. And after that sits for a little bit, we're threading our chicken and vegetables on some skewers and we're grilling them. Then we're keeping things extra simple by serving those over some reheated rice pilaf, and just like that, dinner is served. Okay, now this dinner was one of my personal favorites, but we're very quickly searing or grilling some thinly sliced chicken breast, and while that chicken cooks, we're reheating some bechamel, which is pretty much a white sauce made from flour, butter, and milk. But back to the chicken, we're topping it with a pomodoro sauce and some Parmigiano Reggiano, and then to the bechamel, we're adding some Parmesan and Italian herbs, as well as some cooked angel hair. We're kind of going for a gourmet pastaroni situation, but we're plating up that pasta and topping it with that chicken pomodoro, and garnishing with olive oil and basil. Now for day 4, we're searing some New York strip steaks, and then to the side we're sauteing some of those prepped vegetables, and right when that steak develops a juicy crust on both sides, we're popping it on a sizzler platter and placing it in the oven to finish cooking. Then back to those sauteed vegetables. Right when they're fork tender and fully cooked, we're cutting the heat and adding a pesto that we prepped, and we're serving those pesto veggies with some reheated rice pilaf and then that seared steak. And just like that, our dinner is served. Now finally for day 5, we're cooking some tilapia in a garlic olive oil. And by the way, I also found by surveying a lot of picky eaters that tilapia was really palatable by most, likely for its very light taste. Anyway, we're cooking the rest of our angel hair pasta, and then we're also reheating the rest of our pomodoro sauce and adding the rest of our bechamel sauce to it. By doing this, we're creating a really creamy pomodoro sauce, which we're then adding some basil to and a generous amount of Parmigiano Reggiano. Once that cooked angel hair pasta is coated in that sauce, we're topping it with our olive oil tilapia and the rest of our pesto. And just like that, our final dinner of the week is served.